Hi, I'm Kino MacGregor. We're here at Miami Life Center. Today we're going to be taking a look at how to use the bandhas with core strength in Janu Sirsasana A. This deceptively simple posture is one that many practitioners gloss over in the Ashtanga Yoga primary series. But with the careful application of the deep core work, you can actually begin to access deep within the pelvis, feeling a safe and healthy way to externally rotate your hip joints while creating length and space in the spine. Alexandra's going to be my model today. We're starting off in Dandasana position. Then, when you bend the right knee out to the side, you want to feel already that there's an external rotation of the right hip joint. You're closing off the knee joint. Now, another thing to be really conscious of is that the heel and the whole foot makes contact with the inner thigh. After you have that firmly established, you reach forward and hold on either to your foot or to your wrist if you're flexible enough. Now, here's where the work of the posture really begins. You don't want to fold forward right away. You want to rotate the hip joint back and down while sucking the low belly in. So it's really that spaciousness that you want to feel. Now, you want to keep the hip rotating back and down, and as you exhale, you reach the spine forward and away. So you're really working in two opposing directions, back and down with the hip joint and forward and away with the spine. The only way this is possible is if you're constantly keeping the low belly sucked into the body. So you always want to have a spaciousness, as though there's a hand that could at any moment come in and press into your low belly. This backward movement of the lower stomach is called Uddiyana Bandha, and this is what actually lifts the pelvis when you jump back and through. It will support the pelvis, giving freedom to externally rotate the right hip joint. After 5 breaths on the right side, we inhale, we lift the spine, and this is where you carefully use the bandhas. You would normally jump back and through, but just for today, let's just go ahead and do the left side. So we straighten the right leg. We'll apply those same techniques on the left side. You want to bend your left knee deeply using that external rotation of the hip joint, sucking in the stomach as you fold forward. And again, you always want that spaciousness deep within. And then exhale, you're using the space to fold forward, right? That external rotation of the left hip joint combined with the spaciousness inside of the pelvis gives you the deep stability you need in the posture. This will teach your hip how to release, dropping back and down while you're lifting the torso forward and away. The safe, healthy motion, both for the spine, for your knee, and for your hip joint, is an ideal way to work deeply into the posture. It's important not to gloss over these deceptively simple postures because they contain the key elements that you need to do sometimes much more challenging or seemingly challenging postures. So be conscious of the low belly, keeping it drawn in. After 5 breaths, you inhale, straighten the arms, exhale to come out of the posture. You want to be careful that when you come out of the posture, you keep the low belly drawn in and you keep awareness inside of the pelvis. You normally jump back and through. So whenever you're doing the Janu Sirsasana sequence, remember to feel that external rotation that just increases as you go from A to B and ultimately to C. I'm Kino MacGregor, and these are some tips for how to use and apply your bandhas in Janu Sirsasana A.